Welcome to Barron's Roundtable, where we get behind the headlines and prepare you for the week ahead. I'm Jack Howe, in for Jack Otter. Coming up, could the U.S. experience a recession in 2025? Investors are concerned that an economic downturn is imminent, but is it? But we begin with our expert panel and three things investors ought to be thinking about right now. On the Barron's Roundtable, my colleagues, Ben Levison, Megan Leonard, and Al Root. Ben, the market down for the week, but we had a strong Friday. What does that tell you?
Oh, it actually tells me a lot. I mean, this is a pattern that we've been having. We've been down for 3 Mondays in a row, up for 3 Fridays in a row. But this Friday was different. It was actually much stronger. We had more than 450 S&P 500 stocks finish higher, which is actually a really good sign. There's a lot of buying going on. And this was the first time since February 19th where the market actually finished higher than the previous day's high, which, think about that. Every day we finished lower than the previous day's high since the middle of February. That's almost a month. So that was a very weak market. And this it feels a little bit like this fever that had come over the market has started to break a little bit.
It sure would be easier if it would do all the falling on one day and all the rising on another day.
We could just go out ahead and play those days, right?
Right. What do you make of the recent action in the gold price?
I mean, I love the fact that gold has done so well, and there have been people, I think finally people are coming around to the fact that it's just going up. For a long time it's been, oh, it's just gold, it doesn't have any real value, it doesn't pay a dividend, blah,
I don't
blah,
know
blah,
anyone
blah.
who made that case. I've never heard of it before.
All I know is this thing is up 13% this year, 38% over the past 12 months. It's where you want to go. And the great thing about it is it's not really correlated to the things that make stocks fall. So you're seeing, like, you look at the stock market, 0% correlation with gold. You look at the VIX, so when volatility rises, doesn't do anything to gold. That's a great asset to have right now.
People are treating it like a store of value. They're not treating the Bitcoin like a store of value. That's looking more speculative.
That is looking a lot more speculative.
Okay. Yeah. What are you watching in the week ahead?
Well, we got to talk about the Fed. I mean, maybe we don't.
We do. We have to talk about the Fed. I know that we're going to assume that we're going to keep rates on hold, but we're going to get a lot of information from the Fed on Wednesday. We're going to get a rate, projection for the year, so probably 2 cuts this year, and we're also going to get their views on what the economy looks like, as well as potentially an update on QT.
Yeah, and it's going to have absolutely no impact on the stock market. I mean, right now, the market is listening. I mean, even our economics reporter is sitting out there listening to President Donald Trump talk to see if he says anything about tariffs. That's what the market cares about. It wants to know what's going on with the economy, what Trump is going to do to the economy, and how that's going to all play out. I think the Fed meeting is going to be a sideshow.
The Fed meeting is going to be a sideshow maybe for markets, but it's very important for the economy. And I do think that we've been hearing a lot about the word recession. And it's interesting because a lot of this is actually stemming from consumer sentiment. We got the latest numbers today, and it is looking very dismal. The consumers are very, very, very hung up on these tariffs. It's down 11% month over month. That's a huge slide. And of course, expectations for inflation are also on the rise, and unemployment fears are really, really strong right now. Back to, where we were in the Great Recession, okay? This is not good. Small businesses also very upset here. We saw that earlier this week as well. Sentiment very, very dismal.
How soon will you know for sure whether we're going to get a recession this year? And also, by the way, tell us right now, will we get a recession this year?
Look, I cannot sit there and tell you firmly one way or another whether we're going to get a recession or not this year, mostly because we are looking at the broad range of data, and a lot of that hard data, that so-called hard data, things on jobs, on the economy, on inflation, all of those actually look pretty stable right now. What we really are looking for is sentiment to translate into action. And so far, we're not there yet, but it could happen.
Yeah, you know what? It's the Randy Forsyth, who's our great columnist. He wrote this weekend he's writing this weekend for the magazine about how he doesn't think there will be a recession. The economy, as you point out, the hard data is holding up. The credit markets, they've weakened a little bit. That was only because they were so strong heading into February that they've weakened up a little bit. But it's still the spreads are not showing any sign of deterioration in the economy. He's pretty sanguine on what's going on right now.
Al, I was reading a Disney blog. Don't judge. I see that look. They're always bashing Bob Chapek on the Disney blogs. This was a story about Southwest Airlines, they say. Is this the Chapekization of Southwest Airlines? I'm trying to figure out what that means. I guess somebody's jacking up prices and the customers are not happy. What's going on?
Yeah, well, I think there's two ways to look at that, right? Southwest was this paragon of awesomeness, kind of like Disney. And then Chapek, you know, people wanted Iger back. I think at Southwest, people long for the days of Herb Kelleher. They started charging for bags, so they're adding fees. So remember, they had a terrible trouble with the reservation system, and now they're charging for bags. It's kind of like Southwest is just sort of another airline now, and that doesn't sit well with those who love standing in lines or those assigned seats.
They're all going to be wearing 7 layers of clothes like the passengers on every. And this comes at a time when airlines are broadly weak right now, correct?
Yeah, some of that consumer sentiment that is showing up somewhere. It's in airline revenues. They give mid-quarter updates. They were all horrible. Ed Bastian, the CEO of Delta, actually called it, I think, the March of Horribles.
That's not good. That's not good.
Fires in LA, tough weather, and then some of this consumer confidence. Everybody's revenue is missing estimates. The stocks are doing terribly. 10
seconds. Is that a blip or is it going to pass? The consumer sentiment over the mishaps?
Nothing like going to Wall Street for that. Morgan Stanley said if it doesn't pass, it will be bad, but he still rates 3 or 4 of the stocks buy. So you can get whatever you want.
That's a bull.
Yeah.
That's a bull right there.
That's a lot of bull.
Okay. All right. Thank you.